Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. How we all doing tonight? Um, been kind of busy yesterday with the SD Gundam stream and the Xenoblade 2 stream, so we didn't get into the latest Counterside event on the day it dropped, which is unfortunate, but we are here now to check it out. Yeah, I don't really have anything else more to add. We're just going to jump straight in and get going. The current backing music I'm using is probably a little more epic than this event entails. So yeah, it seems like we're doing the Bunny Squad again. Hey, Ravage, how's it going? Actually, if Hoff is stealing this content in the background, this is definitely on theme for her. And don't get me started about Dragon Quest localizations. Oh boy. Now is not the time. That is certainly one approach. I do have Edith from the counterparts, I just haven't leveled her yet. Yeep. Helps if I'm not on mute. That goes a long way. This is what I get for streaming at all kinds of odd hours. I'm losing my mind. Actually, We could probably level Edith enough to make her usable for this. We could use some like silly squads. This isn't going to be hard, at least not early on. Where is... I think I've got some levels on Edith. No worries, Ravage. Enjoy. I think I've said before, I do want to play the game myself, but it's not any time soon that I'll get around to it. Because I want to stream Soul Hackers 1 first. And preferably I'd like to stream Devil Survivor. Devil Summoner, but that's not an option yet, unfortunately. I don't think I have Hansorim leveled. I know I thought about it at some point, but I don't think I ever actually got around to it. I have multiple young Harims at level 100, though. Silly nonsense. Yeah, I haven't leveled her at all. Oh, totally intentionally, for Danger Close shenanigans. Because with your Danger Close squads, it locks out the units you use for each boss, so having 2 max level, max skill young Harims is super useful for Danger Close. I'm just thinking, what other high school girls do we have? Oh, technically she counts, I guess. Well, the 2 copies is not all, like, cheap investment. For one, you've got to roll 2 copies of the same character to be, oh yeah, the Yumi. You've got to roll 2 copies of the same character. But then, excuse me. Give us some like spectral gear, I guess. Chain. Yeah. All right. Watches I don't have enough. Oh, good, I do. I don't even know what gears Orca would want. I haven't thought about, like, setting her up properly. It's like attack, I guess? Maybe ASPD? Oh, spectral set actually might work for her as well. My gears are in a bit of a sad state. Oh, I don't know if, yeah. I've only got one bullet accessory. Damn. That works. So, Edith is weird because she starts out sleeping. Oh, actually, I suppose, yeah, it's off. Excuse me. Don't wake the baby. I have to rebuild the squad each time, aren't I? God dang it. I'd like to, like, learn Hearts of Iron, but it's a bit much. I've tried a few times, but yeah, it's kind of intense. This is weird. Where's the... Am I accidentally skipping plot? What's the go? Am confused. Or is this a very, very plot-light event? She's a very happy face. Oh, this fight's getting sort of serious. All slots available. I suppose Niall Blue Steel is a high school girl as well, and that high school boot. In an alternate reality, Lin Xian goes to that high school. Does that count?
まあ、これくらいなら使えるかもね。全部打っちゃうよ。はあ。行ってくる。やっ。はっ。やっ。降伏しなさい。はっ。はっ。ギャッ。
It is a shame that Edith is just bad, because she is fun, but yeah. There is just no use for her. Yeah, this pretty much classifies as a Fumofu episode. Pretty much anything involving this lot does. We had Lieutenant Kang earlier, who is basically the initial D cop lady from Fumofu. Shutting down. Oh hey, it's a strategy map. I wasn't expecting one of these. Hey Nova, how's it going? Two phases without retreating, defeat all enemies without retreating. This should be perfectly manageable. Yeah, unfortunately, it came out at a rather busy time for me. Lots of other things to do at once. Oh, these poor cultists. These poor cultists have no business facing off my Dive 45 crew. High fields might be a problem. I had started playing CeraV quite a bit towards the end of the stream. High fields would just instantly disable CeraV. So the thing with that game is, like, it'd be the kind of thing that I'd enjoy just sort of plugging away at a mission or two in free time, but at the same time, it is the kind of thing I'd like to do on stream. So it's one of those conflicts. That said, it did seem like a lot of people were streaming the game, which rather surprised me. I did turn, no wait, I haven't turned off Bloom. I turned off Blur and SSAA. SSAA is apparently the culprit for a lot of the frame drop. Yeah, well, that's why my GPU was jet engineing initially, and I've only got a 1070. Poor thing.
ハッチ開放。
ここからは私が指揮をする。
I wonder if there's an easy way to do this. Yeah, no, there's still a bunch of like big streams up for it. Admittedly, they're like Chinese, Korean, and Japanese streams that are all huge. But like, there's a lot of people streaming it, more than I expected. Oh God, right. The lighted blinds. Is that a miniature giant space hamster? One day, I'll do a Baldur's Gate stream. Ah, that's been on the list for a very long time. A very long time. Unfortunately, that's a big time commitment, that one. I don't know, maybe just a bad example there, but like, for the moon map, that's kind of cool because it does actually make it feel like the moon because there's no atmosphere on the moon to filter out the light. Yes, we don't do speedruns, Ravage. Anything but. Slow runs are us. Yeah, it's like any like RPG like that, you want to enjoy it. very rare these days we get to see door knocker go off.
無理してきてもいいっすか。
55-second charge time on that means we're usually done with a map before it's ready. Ah, the boss isn't going to attack me, is it? Damn. I'm gonna have to rerun that bugger. How best to do it? Just use proper, heavy assault ships with their movement range. Brute force it. Big doggo!
ちょっとだけ助けようかな。
Holy shit, that's some pretty serious knockback.
私に大きな苦痛を。浄化します。 この世の時間を
Oh, you're right,
目の当た
didn't
り
it?
にしなさい。
Double Daddy!
この世の実態を目の当たりにしなさい。多数決で決めました。あなた
All I really know about, like, what I'd try to be doing in a Baldur's Gate run would be get Minsk, get Dinah here. Wait, not Dinah here. No, Dinah here? Is Dinah here? Oh, God. It's been too long. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, but the Knoll Fort is a fair bit later, isn't it? I just don't think, because usually, yeah, you do the mines. That'd be your first sort of big dungeon. I'm just trying. It's been such a long time since I played BG. Pray that he doesn't fucking get plinked for 1 damage every combat. Actually, we'll get that clear. We'll get that the full clear. As I said, best to use armored ships. Which have good movement range. Oh. Oh, I see how this... I see how this is going to function. That kind of event.
Hatch 開放。全隊員降下準備。
状況は全てコントロール下にあります。敵に僕に消される運命ですか。
私を呼んだら人事評価は私に任せる。チャージ終了。いつでも現場を助けることができます。ゆっくり食べてね。できました、社長。戦術を
I can't remember, the HD editions were fine, yes. They added some, like, shitty OC donuts, but you just don't have to interact with them.
Hatch 開放。全隊員降下準備。
カエルを出撃します。
薬が必要な人事評価は私に任せる。
Wild Mage isn't in BG1, right? That's BG2? That's not even base BG2, that's... Throne of... what's the BG2 X-Pack? Oh, I thought Wild Mage was in BG2 X-Pack. Throne of Ball? Is that what? Oh god. It's been too long. Oh! Okay. Why is level 1 Jushu in there? What? What is going on with that stack? It wasn't like something I went out of my way to like get into as such. It was just a case of like back when I was a wee bear, back in the early days, I was often like one of the people pushing for dual audio releases for video games. So it was more just a case of I'd always been pushing to have like JP audio in my games, and then after a while, like, you start picking up like, hang on, this English does not match this Japanese. This is not right. It wasn't like a case of I went into things looking for... I wasn't looking for a fight, basically. A fight found me. The other thing is, like, I had access to a lot of, like, Chinese bootleg anime. So a lot of the subtitles I watched when I was, you know, younger, were dodgy as fuck, and you had to sort of correct for yourself anyway. As for, like, Battle Alliance, yeah, the people that translated it are the crew that usually does SRW. I have no problem with them at all. My only issue is the legacy issues. Devil, was it Devil Gundam being Dark Gundam and Death Army being Dark Army and that kind of crap. Legacy issues. How doth one acquire odd keys? I see. I see.
ご利用ありがとうございました。
Otherwise, it's just chance drop from here. But if the others require card keys and not Eternium, then I can just dump all the Eternium on the farm map. Whoosh. Not a very good drop rate, though. Hey, that's a fair point. I did fan subbing for a while. So... yeah, I did, like, timing and type settings. So matching the text up with what's being spoken. Yeah, it wasn't something I set out to, like... It wasn't like I made a conscious decision about it. It was just a case of... through consuming content, I came across... like, I just... learnt the state of things. Yeah, that's the point I usually make, Nova. We now have 2 burning Gundams. And it's also, like, most of the Gundam games released these days don't have a dub. And God Gundam, Devil Gundam, these are spoken in English. So it's like trying to tell someone, you know, look at the sky. It is purple. When in fact the sky is blue. Like, you're just... you're trying to friggin' gaslight me at this point. Or I could make a deeper reference and say 4 lights, but I don't know how many people would get that one. I'm pretty sure that they'd stated they didn't know about the Burning Gundam, when asked about it. Yeah, as I said, like, it's just getting ridiculous at this point, because, like, you don't need to know Japanese to know that the names are clearly different. They're spoken in English. I am disappointed in my Twitter feed. Everyone's like, oh my god, new Wild Arms. The correct response is, oh my god, new Shadow Hearts. You people need to fix your tastes. Not that a new Wild Arms isn't a bad thing, not at all. I mean, like, I have obviously massive bias. The setting for that is just, it's got me coming and going, but of course it does. It's 1920s stuff, which is what Shadow Hearts was as well. So, big Shadow Hearts fan, likes Shadow Hearts. Who would have thunk it? As for like growing up, times are a bit different for me. There wasn't like, there was a lot less availability, early on for anime-related stuff. But, like, I've always just never really given a fuck what people thought of me, so, like, throughout high school, I just collected people that were into, like, anime and video games. So, like, by the end of high school, we had a sort of small ring of people that would, like, trade episodes around on like, CDs, DVDs, and, well, by the end, USBs. Yes! It's very much like a reclaimed term, that's for sure. Well, it was a joke in a webcomic that didn't, like, well, the joke was never about, like, anime culture anyway. It was just a nonsense comic. And then, yeah, like most insult terms, it usually just gets reclaimed. I actually can't remember the webcomic it came from off the top of my head, sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, when I was proper younger, like, the stuff I had access to was either stuff that was on TV, or what little, like, the local video shop had. So I had access to, like, Robotech, that I could rent from the local video shop, or later down the line, they had Evangelion. Alright, everything ticked up because we're in a new day. Well, see, I couldn't catch much TV anime because it was usually like on SBS at like really late hours. Apart from that, it was like just the morning run stuff. Hey, Dallas, how's it going? Okay.
地球が滅んでも営業を続けるコンビニ
Alright, we should just be
ア
able
ポカリ
to...
プスへようこそ
I can't remember when I got into Macross proper. I think it was when I met the lads at the internet cafe. Because they had the... They had the Robotech DVD releases, but I think they also had the original SDF Macross. Oh god, that is going back a long way though. How niche you're talking, Dallas? Yes. TV anime, like I saw... Oh god, what would have been some of the earliest stuff? Like Sailor Moon, Robotech, the fucking TV release of Techno Man. That should not have been shown to children. That it went in the children's slot on morning cartoons. That really shouldn't have. I never had cable TV. Wait, Shinobuden? As in Nin Nin Shinobuden? Yeah, I've always read the title as Nin Nin Shinobuden because it does the Ni Shinobuden. Anyway, great series. I fucking love that. It's funny as fuck. Also, one of UFO Table's earliest works. God, it's been years. Like, too many years. Ugh, since I've seen that. Oh, yeah, other TV stuff, yeah, you're right there, like Digimon, Pokemon, Zoids, DBZ, Card Captor Sakura, the ridiculously chopped up English version. Oh, that's, you know what? That's probably it. If we want to, like, trace my source back to, like, how I would have, like, started to get into the, like, localization shenanigans, it would have been because of stuff like that. Like, the ridiculous amount of edits done to Cardcaptor Sakura, the ridiculous amount of edits done to Sailor Moon, obviously, like, Macross, and Robotech. Yeah, okay, this explains a lot now that I think. I hadn't really thought about it in that context before. But yes, I grew up with the, like, butchered versions of a whole bunch of anime that I then later came into the real versions of. This is unwise, but at least we can do the fight on stream. Oh, I mean, I don't know about TV versions of, but like Akira and Ninja Scroll I rented. Obviously, they're uncut versions. Yeah, like, what else is Akira, Ninja Scroll, I don't even remember what other anime movies were around from that time, Thingy, Ghost in the Shell, Armitage, like, I'm just trying to remember stuff that I rented. Yeah, I kind of went sub-only and stuck there. Mostly because I hit the point where I can, like, watch it with Japanese audio and then correct for translation issues. There are some decent dubs out there. But generally speaking, I would always prefer the original Japanese. Like, Fullmetal Alchemist has a really good dub. This Gaia has a really good dub. Another Story is actually a pretty good game. One of the earliest fan translations ever done. The only real problem as such with Another Story is it's based on like the manga continuity, so like a lot of people pick it up expecting like Sailor Moon TV, but it's more based off of the manga. Native language has impact? What do you mean, sorry? Bleach, that was one of the ones we, like, passed discs around in high school for. That was still CDs. Bleach, Naruto. We didn't really have anyone doing One Piece, so that's, like, I never got into One Piece until later. So we just, yeah, we didn't have anyone watching it or reading it, so no one had episodes of it. Hellsing, I think that was another one the local video shop had, or at least had some of the discs for. I prefer the Japanese, but the, like, Hellsing dub is actually quite a good one as well, now that you mentioned that, but it is British people set in Britain, so... Well, like, Japanese spoken versus, like, actual profanity is a bit of a weird one.
体に教え込まないといけない。練習を続け、私を信じてついてこい。
Ah, yeah, okay, I see. See, for me, like, I feel like the native, like, the Japanese is generally better for the, like, proper, delivery of lines. God damn, this is... Am I gonna have to bring a real, like, properly constructed team to do this quickly? Yeah, exactly. Like, there's almost no way is a dub going to... like, accurately portray, unless the, like, original studio does the dub itself and this, like, the same people, like, direct the voice talent. But even then, there's still gonna be stuff lost in translation. But that's, like, I can understand, obviously you're going to pick up subtleties in emotion better in your native language. But I guess that's just a non-issue for me with the Japanese. But yeah, like, I generally find obviously the Japanese, like, hits the emotional tone of a scene correctly because it's the language the scene was designed for. That's not, yeah, like, I'm not saying there can't be good dubs. There absolutely can. It's just that, how to put it? A dub at best will equal the Japanese. Whereas the Japanese will always be the, like, accurate? I don't even know if accurate's the right word. It's, yeah, it's the original. It's what it's supposed to be. See, my schooling, quote unquote, in Japanese is very all over the place. I did a couple of semesters of it in high school, as you know, proper structured schooling for it, and then a lot of it is just stuff that I've picked up on my own. Gonna knock out my daily stuff while we're here.
アポカリプスへようこそ。
Yeah, like
他の商品もチェックしてみてくださいね。
I have a very odd knowledge base. There's a lot of stuff that I can pick up by ear. That like
もう少しお買い
quote
上げいただ
unquote
けませんか？
professional translators wouldn't be picking up because their method and learning is like literally book learning versus like trying to pass spoken, if you understand what I mean there. I don't quite know how to word that properly. And, like, obviously the big difference there is that means basically I can't read beyond a very, very basic level. But I can, by ear, understand odd chunks. I mean, so if it's added things to it that aren't in the original, then we have a different problem. That's when you enter my whole what I call fanfiction territory. It may be that you prefer the changed product, but at that point it's not the original. Australian education as a whole is actually pretty decent. I couldn't give you any point of comparison for like our Japanese teaching. Again, as much for myself as similar to Nova, it's a lot of self-taught. Yeah, we also, like my high school had a what they call a Japanese sister school. We had there's a French and a Japanese, Oh, actually, while I'm here, we can try out the guild co-op boss, since I think we're at that point now. If French was the normal down here. Hey, I can't really read your name. Oh, wait. FLCL 1210? What? Why is that? I don't understand. Well, that's the thing with languages. Yes, if you're going to be learning a language, you want to learn one you're interested in. Because otherwise, it's all kind of moot. It'd take me a while, but, like, I did, like, a lot of French in primary and then, further French in early high school, so I had a lot of, school education in French. Well, hey, what am I doing? Yeah, English is just fucked. It's, yep. Oh, dear. Alright. Yeah, that's about as good as we're getting, I think. Has a boss man done his attempts yet? Not yet. Okay. I have not attempted... the guild raid, like, this has only just come online now, or this week. So this will be my first. Oh, it's a proper, okay. 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 Anti's gonna be our best bet ship-wise with
あら、
Hana
またこ
Kim.
こでお会いするとは。
We're gonna want ALSY
集まりましたか？
to guard the ship.
勝ちに行きましょう。
おや
And I'm not really sure. Let's just kind of make it up as we go and see what happens, I guess.
勝利、配置完了しました。
We do want to trigger Hana Kim as often as possible, so actually, where is Harim?
僕と一緒に行く人、手挙げて。
Oh, we want Ifrit
誰一人
and Dusk.
バラスク編成完了。 毒のじゃ見え
Aria.
ないであろう。
頭脳派傭兵の実力が必要なんだな。
ポップコーン片手に。
Sabian,
おじけづ
Roy,
いてるのかって全然
Twins, Lou,
皆さんと
Darius.
一緒にいられて嬉しいです。
Rifley Boys.
皆さん、お体を大事に
Mason.
してください。
Who else has Terminator has defense stripper.
平和のために
Where's Chief Wu has defense down. Lincian for battery. Shinjia for attack speed.
よろしくお願いします。まあ、
So Yun
成長す
for
るためには
damage.
こういったことも経験しないと。
Oh, actually, yeah, Mario
誰
for
かの指揮に
damage.
従うのは久しぶりだな。背中を気にせずに戦う
Um,
のはとても良い。
Yeah, actually, Frederick almost got some good. Alright, now to gear, everybody. You want attack
テ
speed.
ストしたい装備があればいく
You
らでも
want
任せてください。
Humako.
ふむふむ
You
これは
want.
使えそうで
Oh,
すね
you've already got good CDR. You have crits. You want Bodge Tank.
私にこんなものを預けて平気なの
Attack speed, attack speed, attack. CDR. Attack speed.
私にくれるんですか？
Roy can wait. HP, attack speed. CDR, but not right now. Attack speed, CDR. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you want a CDR set. Yeah, cool. We got a final bodge set of CDR. You want attack speed, but
ありがとうございます、社長。大事に使いますね。
Wait, you have the maze CDR? Alright, I guess that's fine. So much coke gears.
なんとこのような貴重な品を
社長の温かい気持ちを感じます。
I really okay, no, we do have
ありがた
use
くいただこ
attack
う。
speed left over. Flip you for Evelyn, because she's got the attack boosting
川
alt,
崎ちゃんたち。
and you can have the CDR. For yeah.
これはき
Uh,
私みたいなインフリがほうきを操るのって簡単じゃないのよ。
That's still probably a bit too early, actually. After Kim Sobin, maybe that'll time out good. Something like that. Oh, actually, we need to rejigger some stuff up here. So actually, you can Lin Xian up reasonably early. John Mason, Roy, Chifuyu Terminator. Really, you want to be up earlier as well? We'll see how we go, I guess. I don't know quite what to expect. Alright, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat there. What was going on? Okay. Let's give this a try and see what happens. Dual-sided thing is quite odd, that's for sure. Okay.
れでは楽しい狩りを。隊員たちが待機中です。
理解できなくても結構。
行きました。
消されるんです。
皆さんの臨時強化が私に最高出力。
Should have Linsyan earlier in the rota to get her up quicker, so that she would start her battery shenanigans earlier. I should have Sigma in this comp. Sigma and Linsyan early on to battery. Not having Sigma was a big mistake. Early Sigma, early Linsyan, do it like an inhibitor comp. Could have done much better, I think. Yeah, so, like, at the end of the day, like, you will never be Japanese, as it were. There's too much that's, built in that you will never experience. Like, you'll never go to a Japanese preschool or kindergarten or anything like that. Like you will never have that experience. Like you won't have experienced like what it's like to go to a Japanese high school. That sort of like stuff that really affects your formative years. You'll just never have that experience. But it, like, how much that bothers you sort of comes to each person. Like, if you were to go live in Japan as a foreigner, you need to be aware that you will always be a foreigner. But that's, like, there are people that won't be an issue for. And then there are people that's the kind of thing that would break them. Where's my hummingbird hands? Sorry, we've passed on from doing event stuff at the moment, and I'm just doing my daily clean out right now. The other thing is, like, a foreigner in Japan, you need to find employment that works for you. That's tricky. And not just that, but, like, employment that will continue your visa. I mean, I'd honestly say go visit there as a starting point anyway, before, like, considering moving there. Yeah, that doesn't really exist.
審議会からき ハッチ開放全隊員降下準備火力支援開始
理解できなくても結構敵に僕に消される
注射よりは痛くないから
実装する
油断するにはまだ早いですよドキドキした
Hey, Yane Satsuki? How's it going? We've already cleared out the event. I've just got it in farm mode now. I'm just doing my my daily stuff. Global bans and ups? I actually don't remember what this week's were. I haven't really had time for PvP. Give me a second. Was it Live this week, I think? Yeah, Live, KFC, and Brownie. And bans is, yeah, pretty much exactly what you would expect. Get rid of the Bud, get rid of the Super Sniper, get rid of Ifrit, and then all the regular culprits. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these, like, properly built. I have Live and KFC leveled, but I don't have them, like, properly skilled up and ready to go. And I have Brownie, but I don't have anything. But we're also in the middle of, like, Nayubin, or A-Bin hell, so... And as I said, I just haven't had time, for PvP that much, this week. Oh, I gotta live around here somewhere. I did level her, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Cool. And KFC's around here somewhere as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're nearly done here. I can't really do any more farming of the event. Because I'm out of gas. Just talking about foreigners living in Japan. Yeah, definitely visit first. That's absolutely the way to go. And, like, I can highly recommend that. I went to Japan for, what, 21 days, 22 days? It's great. I really want to go back. But living there, that would be a completely different story. Yeah, I went there for, yeah, basically, yeah, I went for a 3-week vacation, and it was fantastic. Well, just, you should cook for yourself is a general life advice, rather than Japan-specific. That sort of applies to everybody everywhere. You want at least basic cooking skills. Food price in Japan, I disagree with it being a problem. But that's because I live in Australia. Japan is cheap compared to us. And, but yeah, that's, as I said, you putting that aside. You definitely want, like, basic life skills, like being able to prepare basic meals and whatnot, for sure. As I said, that doesn't just apply to Japan, that applies to anywhere. There's nowhere in the world where you don't want, at least basic. I don't actually know what the tax brackets are like in Japan. How bad is it? Well, see, you don't need to lie about not drinking, just don't drink. That's not hard. But yeah, like the Australia, like our tax is pretty okay. It's like what starts out at 19%. Well, it starts out at nothing, and then you get to 19%, 35%, and 45% are basically the brackets, depending on how much you earn. There is? Oh, fair enough. I have never considered money that big. I mean, my breakdown there is actually technically incorrect anyway, because there is there's an extra mid bracket. It's technically it's 0, 19%, 32.5%, 37%, and then 45%. I just wrapped the 32.5 and 37 into a general 35% because that's still most Australians will land in the 32.5% bracket. But it's also a... Why are we talking about tax systems? It's a tiered thing. Basically, if you earn... your first 18 grand is tax-free completely, and then from 18 to 45 is 19%, but you only pay the 19% on everything over the 18, and then 45 to 120 is 32.5%, which again, you only pay the 32.5% on everything over the 45. Etc., etc. You really don't need to, like, normal people don't need to think about the other two tax brackets. Because it goes 40, like, that mid-bracket is 45 to 120. If you're earning over $120,000 a year, you're good, mate. Don't worry about it. Just pay your tax man and he'll make it all right. I mean, well, it's Mr. Bin is yeah, he's meta busting. That's his job. Goodbye shield meta. Tank functionality wise is really good, but I do have like a full like a properly tuned Humagogo resistance set for him, so I don't have the inhibitor weapon that's in progress. His name is Na Yubin. Mr. Bin. Mr. Bean. Yeah, a little bit. Except he's not funny. He's a like edgy boy. Anyway, the important one is not Mr. Bin, but Triple Katana.
この会社のレベルは大体把握した。待ってなさい。この会社の社員全員私の部下にしてやるから。三流カウンターと同じ待遇は困るわ。私はアカデミーに認められた最強エリートなんだから。少なくとも第二種侵食体じゃないと私が相手にする意味ないでしょ。雑魚はそこら辺の小物が相手すれば。
I actually got like a fairly decent collection of characters as far as things goes. I'm actually only missing a couple of characters. I don't have a Snake. I don't have Rhino. Oh, there you go. And there's like a couple of odd slots that I don't have because they're not on like regular banners. But I have most of the units at this point. A unit is missing. I don't have S-Stock because I don't want S-Stock. I wouldn't mind Lumi actually. Lumi's of the like big rares that I'm missing. Lumi and Yenzing would actually be useful. Lumi would be nice to have for silly comps. She's a siege unit. There's not many of those. But otherwise, I have a fairly solid collection going. Yeah, siege comps are, yeah. But I don't, you need, like, A10 Thunderbolt for, like, a siege comp. And obviously Lumi and Rhino, and, yeah, Like, I'm missing, like, all the pieces. Like, that's basically what I'm missing, is all the pieces to make a siege comp. I ain't got nothing for doing that one. But yeah, I think, we've just been sitting around chatting for a while now, so I think I'm just gonna pack the stream up here. We've done pretty much everything that I want to do at the moment. I'm out of gas, so I can't really do any more of the event. I don't really feel like delving into PvP at 6 AM, so I will pack the stream up here. Very good chance that there won't be a stream tomorrow night. Work is going to be ridiculous today, I suspect. Which, yeah. Whoa. If I can get a stream in tomorrow night, that'd be great. But I really doubt it. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, Sunday or Monday will be the next stream. For now, however, that is all. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.